Action to release Reverend Dr. L.V. Bibin Lal's book entitled Stress Tolerance, Codependency, Self-Esteem, Pastoralia Revisited, published by ISPCK Delhi, a leading Christian publication company, and KUTS Publications. A book is a garden, an orchid, a storehouse, a party, a company, by the way, a counselor, a magnitude of counselors, said by Charles Baudelaire. It is something very special this evening. We begin the program here with a bhajan. I invite Mr. Jacob Jasuran of BD4.
प्रपञ्च सृष्टावे शरणं शरणं प्रपञ्च सृष्टावे शरणं शरणं जीवന്റെ ഉറവിടമേ ശരണം ശരണം ജീവന്റെ ഉറവിടമേ ശരണം ശരണം സ്നേഹരൂപിയേ ശരണം ശരണം സ്നേഹരൂപിയേ ശരണം ശരണം നന്മകാംക്ഷിയേ ശരണം നന്മകാംക്ഷിയേ ശരണം ഞാനിന്ന് നിൻ സൃഷ്ടി പ്രകൃതിയെ പുണരാൻ നിൻ നന്മകൾ പൂർണ്ണമായി പുലരാൻ അവരർക്കായി ജീവിച്ചിടാൻ അനുകമ്പ ചൊരിഞ്ഞിടാൻ സാഹോദര്യത്തിൻ നന്മ നുകരാൻ നീയേ ശരണം നീയേ ശരണം നന്മകാംക്ഷിയേ ശരണം
Thank you. May I call upon Reverend Rajan Moses, lecturer of Christian ministry at KUTS, to kindly deliver an introduction and welcome the dignitaries.
Good evening, friends. Our beloved principal, Reverend Dr. C.I. Devdoi Achan, Honorable Chief Guest, Dr. Sandhya Ma'am, my teacher, Reverend Dr. Barnabas Achan, my colleague, Reverend Dr. Bibinlal Achan, dear students, members of seminary family and faculty. Good evening. As we all know, we are preparing ourselves for the Holy Week celebration. The 40 days from Ash Wednesday to Easter is a special season of self-examination, repentance, and reconciliation. Yesterday night, I heard a wonderful devotion with a retreat feeling in YouTube. The speaker is none other than our chief guest, Dr. Srimati Sandhya IPS, the Honorable DGP, Kerala State. It's a program hosted by the Institute AC under the dynamic leadership of Sri Alphonse Kannanthanam a few years back. In that program, the Honorable DGP very clearly pointing that who is an IAS or IPS officer. Further, she tried to define who is an IAS or IPS officer. What would be? What would not be? She has vividly defined the marital public life of a civil officer or the civil servant. I just tried to put myself in the place of an civil servant and started to evaluate that who is a priest. As a priest, what I should be, what I should not be. What is my privilege and limitations? Indeed, it was a time of self-evaluation and self-introspection. Thank you, ma'am, for your inspiring insights and rhythmic presentation. Dr. Sandhya IPS, the Honorable DGP, is a second woman IPS officer in Kerala Cadre next to then DGP, Srimati Srilaga IPS. Sandhya ma'am completed her MSc Zoology from Alphonsa College, Pala, with the first rank and her PhD in social science. An excellent writer, an inspiring speaker, an outstanding singer, gentle and a dedicated public servant. She always siding and residing with the marginalized and subalterns. She took many steps for the sustainable development of the tribal people in Wayanad. Without any hesitation, I will say that she is one who behind the Kerala Community Police. She is an ecologist and always delighted to introduce herself as a daughter of the river Meenachal. Dear my friends, let me take privilege of welcoming our chief guest, Dr. Sandhya IPS, the Honorable DGP. Ma'am, I extend my warm welcome on behalf of faculty, the students and family, seminary family. I welcome our beloved principal, Reverend Dr. C.I. David Joy Achin, on behalf of faculty, students, and seminary family. Indeed, I am so delighted and privileged to welcome my teacher, former principal, who is none other than Reverend Dr. Barnabas Sachin. When I was doing my BD in this historical seminary during the year 1998 to 2002, he was my mentor. Dear Achin, I welcome you in this gracious occasion on behalf of faculty, students, and seminary family. Our treasurer is be with us. Sir, I extend my warm welcome on behalf of seminary family. I am delighted to welcome my colleague, the center attraction of this function, Reverend Dr. Bibin Lal, who took a lot of pain to write this wonderful book. Yes, his yesterday's pain is today's pleasure. Dear Rachel, I welcome you to this historical movement. I welcome all the students, faculty, those who presented, and the members of seminary family. Let me introduce about ISPCK, Indian Society for Promoting Church Knowledge. It is established in the year 1710, 3 centuries back, together by Germans, Danish, Lutherans, and British Anglicans. ISPCK very graciously agreed to publish this book. In this occasion, I express my appreciation and thanks to all the office bearers and the people, those who worked hard to make it a reality. Thank you, friends.
Thank you, Achan. Now it is time to introduce the book. Let me invite Reverend Dr. D. Barnabas, Doctoral Supervisor of Dr. Bibin Lal, former Principal of KUTS, for introducing the book.
Reverend Dr. David Joyachan, the principal of the seminary, our chief guest, Dr. Sandhya IPS, Reverend Dr. L.V. Bipin Lal, members of the faculty, and friends of the seminary family. I indeed consider this as a joyful occasion. I am thankful to you for inviting me to join this seminary function of book release. I congratulate Dr. L.V. Bipin Lal for his successful completion of his second book, namely Stress Tolerance, Codependency, Self-Esteem, Australia Revisited. If I tell about him in a few words, he is very energetic person. He's an energetic pastor, counselor, and teacher. He is always ready to shoulder any responsibility which is related to ministry of the church. Also, he is very much ready to accept the responsibilities and finish it on the stipulated time. When I remember the olden days when he was a parish priest or serving as a parish priest, he used to visit his parishioners regularly. Meanwhile, he also visited the sick persons in the nearby hospital and distribute pamphlets relating to Christian messages and healing in and around. I think this spirit is working nowadays also. I don't know how he is doing his service here or rendering his service in the seminary family. I hope he is very much energetic and he could finish the work which he is undertaking on time. I want to say a few words about the book that he is going to publish today. Stress tolerance, codependency, and self-esteem, Australia Revisited, is a study done by Vipin Lachan. The intention of the study was to investigate self-esteem of wives of alcoholics in relation to stress tolerance. Also, it aimed to propose suggestions for pastoral care and counseling to the wives of alcoholics. Alcoholism is a problem in the individual level, family level, and the society also. We can see people who are addicted to drugs, also this alcohol, and the problems that they are doing in the surrounding situations. So, with that intention, he started his research work and he found out and proved his hypothesis that the study revealed that the self-esteem has important role and stress tolerance of wives of alcoholics. That is, when self-esteem increases, the stress tolerance also increases. Or it may say that when self-esteem of wives of alcoholics decreases, the stress tolerance also decreases. And he also suggested pastoral care and counseling for the wives of alcoholics. Because this is a social issue that we come across, Vipin has done a strenuous study and he could prove that he can propose certain suggestions or implications for pastoral care and counseling. I think the book surely will be a helping guide to the students of counseling as well as the teachers who are in the field of counseling ministry. I congratulate Dr. Vipin Lal for his strenuous work, and he has finished it within the time. Thank you very much, all of you, especially to Dr. Vipin Lal. Thank you.
Thank you, Achan. Next, Reverend Professor Dr. C.I. David Joy, our beloved principal of Kerala United Theological Seminary and the co-chairman of FFRRC Kottayam, an author and editor of more than 25 books and 50 plus academic articles, a dynamic personality who brought KUTS to its present structure. Now let me invite to deliver the presidential address.
Respected Chief Guest, Dr. B. Sandhya, Madam, Dr. Barnabas, Dr. Vipin Lal, colleagues, friends. It's indeed a great evening in terms of releasing a book. A book comes as a result of hard work and research of a systematic researcher. ISPCK and KUTS signed an agreement last year to publish doctoral dissertations by the faculty members in terms of making it available for all the students and researchers across the globe. Therefore, I would congratulate Dr. Vipin Lal for his wonderful work as well as the enthusiasm and passion he has been showing in terms of promoting counseling. Congratulations. Australia Revisited is a great term. The process of revisiting and rereading began immediately after the independence, not only in India and other parts of the world. Wherever lot of publications happened, those communities and countries emerged as leading communities and nations, namely Latin American countries, Pacific countries, India, and many other countries. I am very much delighted and proud to once again welcome our chief guest on behalf of the administration of this seminary to release the book. This is an era where we seek for good leadership. Our chief guest, Dr. B. Sandhya, has been giving good leadership, influential leadership, not only as an honest police officer, but also as a writer. Edasheri Award winner and Kunjuni Puraskaram winner, an author of so many books. I was just wondering, a person who could contribute a lot in terms of research papers dealing with police science could also write books for children. That shows the capacity of the mind. I regularly read her column in Kerala Kaumudi and other journals. There are figures like her to continue the legacy of our civil service, particularly a top legacy of police officers. Madam, we are proud to say that you are on among us because we all live in this small village, namely Kanamula. After the colonialism, there were a lot of innovations, revisiting and rewriting happened across the globe. Very few happened in terms of theology, particularly in this region. And I'm sure contributions like this, Australia Revisited, and similar contributions that we have been making now will create an impact in terms of innovative theological thinking. Theology is dead if you confine that within the walls of this campus. You need to make it public, and you need to tell the public it is relevant and significant. And a branch of counseling is surely dealing with human relationship. With these words of appreciation, once again, and congratulate the author, as well as welcoming our chief guest to our community. Thank you.
Thank you, HN. Now our chief guest, Dr. B. Sandhya, IPS, Director General, Kerala Fire and Rescue Services, Civil Defense and Home Guards, a pioneer in reconciliation and healing. Also known for her literary contributions, which had won a number of awards and conducted many innovative programs and maintained law and order in an outstanding fashion. With great pleasure, let me invite our chief guest to kindly release the book. The first copy will be received by the former principal, Reverend Dr. D. Barnabas Achan. The second copy will be received by the principal, Reverend Professor Dr. C.A. David Joy Achan. The third copy will be received by Mrs. V. Vijaya Rajam, mother of Reverend Dr. L.V. Bibin Lal. The fourth copy will be received by Mr. D. Stewart, father-in-law of Dr. Bibin Lal. The fifth copy will be received by Mrs. S.R. Lisha Bibin, wife of Reverend Dr. L.B. Bibin Lal.
respected chair of this conference, Principal Reverend Father David Bernard, respected guide of the PhD thesis and the receiver of the book, Reverend Father L.V. Bipin Lal, other respected fathers, my dear brothers and sisters. It's a matter of great pride that a PhD thesis has been published as a beautiful book. Stress tolerance, codependency, self-esteem. Pastoralia revisited. This is a research very relevant to the society. We all know that our society is having a deep-rooted problem as far as alcoholism is concerned. A new disease is emerging, which is drug abuse, which is said to be more an evil. The increasing number of crimes within the family is much related to alcoholism and drug abuse. In this context, this book has a lot of relevance, and Trivandrum-based study is conducted by Father Bipin Lal, taking a very good sample, and it is an in-depth study. I feel very proud that a PhD thesis has got this much depth. Alcoholism is affecting the family members. All of us know that. But how far, how much, how to get out of this are matters generally under the realm of speculation. Many in the society do not know that alcoholism is a disease which needs treatment. At the level of alcoholism, like alpha, beta, the level to which alcoholism can go, and at what stage, what could be done, etc., are mostly unknown to most of the members of the society, including those at the policy levels. What are the diseases affecting the society as such should be known not only by sociologists and psychologists, but also those who are responsible for making the policy, as well as the common people and all the members of the society. In the West, if you see, if there is a case of depression, everybody has a responsibility to report it to the concerned as per the act itself. Whereas in our society, we try to hide it, put it, brush it aside, or put it under the carpet, and just pretend that everything is all right. When everything is not all right, we have to take responsibility and take steps to ensure that treatment is given to the individual concerned, and at the same time, the family members also need attention. The self-esteem of a family member is much affected in the life of an alcoholic. Father Bibinlal has not only found that, but he has also gone in depth into how far the self-esteem get affected by living with an alcoholic for long. So when the length of married life increases, when the number of children increases, what happens? And under various income group, what happens? Especially one very good finding I got interested in is that in the wives who are having job satisfaction, a reasonably good job, a good income, and good education, the codependency reduces and the self-esteem increases. So that points towards the necessity for educating our girls and in ensuring that before marriage itself, a girl, a woman is gainfully employed. And when a society is able to get counseling and support whenever needed, then also the self-esteem increases. That is what is giving the book the name Pastoralia Revisited. The type of counseling which could be extended by a society will definitely improve the living condition and self-esteem of the wives of alcoholics. This finding is extremely relevant, and as far as our society is concerned, counseling has to become a norm. Premarital counseling is now advocated by the governments also, but this regular counseling facility for family members whenever in times of need is yet to take wings. Of course, our social justice department is providing a lot of help in this, and some of the police officers also are having the counseling centers, but we have to go much ahead, much ahead. We need to involve the society also in this regard. For example, the counseling centers run by the church, that is a great boon to the Christian society. So extending such a mechanism to everyone in our society is extremely important, because Father Bibinlal found in the study that whenever such facilities are available, self-esteem of the partner increases. So that itself shows the uh, relevance of counseling facilities available for everyone in the society. So the treatment, the counseling facility, and regular support is something extremely important, which we would be able to provide in case we take this as a policy decision. So I hope the copy of the book will be circulated among the policy makers along with a single sheet in which 3 or 4 bullet points can be given. So such a letter with 4 bullet points is sufficient. Even 2 is sufficient. Uh, with this book, if submitted to our relevant departments, policy makers, and if there is an in-depth discussion into such studies, if at all available, the study with respect to drug abusers done by others also can be taken, and all such a thesis or book could be discussed in a workshop, and the relevant points may be circulated to the policy makers so that in our society something will be done immediately, something drastic need to be done as far as drug abuse is concerned. It's a really great threat when we see that son is hacking mother to death. So such acts, when it is happening even in a broad daylight, it doesn't happen simply. There will be a story of drug abuse behind that. We used to, now I am remembering something, when we had to ask a person to get inside the septic tank to search for something. When a criminal case is there, we are searching for a body or something, it will be very difficult for investigating officers like us to go near that also, but we somehow go with mask and everything. But we ask someone to get inside after giving him a little bit of alcohol. We also ensure that he is not too drunk to get sunk there. So that is a sort of self-forgetting which is happening. That is why they are able to do any type of act generally detested by any human being. So this fact that alcoholism is something to be treated, and those who are living along with an alcoholic also need a job, education, and regular counseling so that she is able to lead a good life. She is able to bring up children. So this support will come only with awareness in the society and proper steps taken in this regard. So I hope that this book will be an eye-opener in the realm of alcoholism. Maybe this excess department also we can take along. They are the people who are taking the money out of the alcoholics and providing to the government, and we are also living with that money, the taxpayers' money. That is what comes as government service. So when we are getting salary as government servants also, I think we need to think of those alcoholics. So we cannot condemn anybody. That is what Christ also taught us. We are not supposed to condemn any person. There may be so many reasons. If it is a disease, it needs to be treated. So let us have mechanisms in our society to deal with the problem in a proper manner. And I congratulate Reverend Father L.V. Bipin Lal and his guide for doing such a very, very relevant study. And I have a request to Dr. Bipin Lal to again take up another study regarding drug abusers. That is my humble request. So as I have already told, let us ensure that the essence of this book reaches the policy makers, and our society would get benefit out of this research study. Once again, I congratulate the entire team which has worked with Father Bipin Lal, and I wish all the individuals who cooperated with this study a good life, a good future. Once again, congratulations, Father Bipin Lal. Thank you, one and all.
Thank you very much for your inspiring words. May I now request Reverend Dr. L.V. Bipin Lal, Assistant Professor of Pastoral Care and Counseling of KTS, a faculty member and treasurer of FFRRC Kottayam, in charge and program coordinator of Counseling and Guidance Center KUTS, to propose the vote of thanks.
I thank God for the special occasion that He has given in my life. I'm taking this opportunity to express my heartfelt thanks to the special dignitaries, those who are here. Dr. B. Sandhya, IPS, Madam. Madam, we are blessed with your presence and your words. Madam, you are the apt person for this function because you are also known for your literary contributions. Through your pen, you are still speaking to our society that challenges all the areas of our human life. She's a good and a genuine officer with a passionate heart, very appreciable and approachable in nature, good communicator and a good and activist. Thank you very much, Madam, for your presence and words of encouragement and challenges. Today's book releasing function is presided by our beloved principal, Reverend Dr. C. David Joy Achan. Achan is a very active and a dynamic person with a positive energy. His inspiration and encouragement made us to go for publications. I express my heartfelt gratitude to you, Achan, for your presence and guidance. Thank you, Achan. Reverend Dr. D. Barnabas Achan is my doctoral father. He's a good teacher, good evaluator, good counselor, good priest. I always appreciate everything you have taught me. Thank you for being an exemplary and a visionary mentor. Achan, once again, I am blessed with your presence and lovely words. With these words, I express my heartfelt thanks to you, Achan. Foreword of this text was written by late Reverend Dr. Sandanu Kopatrosa. I do remember him. Special thanks to ISPCK Delhi and KUTS publication. Special thanks to Sandy S. Polachan for his timely help and guidance. I also express my heartfelt thanks to our beloved treasurer, Registrar Achan, and other faculty members. Let me acknowledge some of the members, special members, especially my parents. Papa is here, Amma, my brother. Special thanks to my better half, Alicia, and my children. And all other persons, those who are behind this function and other things. Thanks to you all. Thank you.
Thank you, Achan. As we come to the close of the function, now let us all rise and join in Asodoma Sadgamaya.
Sadgama
Thank you very much for your kind participations.